How's my hair look?
Hi, what is your name and what do you do?
My name is Alan Sanchez, and I kick ass and take names. That's what I do.
How long have you been doing it?
I've been playing the game since I was 14, so I want to say 22 years.
And
22 years playing.
how did you get into the game?
How did I get into the game? Well, I used to play baseball, basketball, soccer in high school. I used to love it. And then it was just a random group of girls. They came out of nowhere. They're like, listen, we're playing volleyball. After volleyball, we're going to play handball. And I started playing handball, and then I got hooked. I started getting beat. So once I started getting beat, I got hooked. And I liked the intensity, the games, and the competition. And that's how I got hooked. That's how I started.
And how long it took you to become an A player?
Well, I started playing small ball first. So with the small ball, I want to say 18. And then and big ball, 21, 20. So I want to say 5 years, 6 years. So 5 years I did it all.
Can you compare small ball and big ball?
Oh, it's a different game, completely different game. Because when I was growing up, I grew up under rookie, top players like Pee Wee, Joe Kaplan. So small ball was all serve and kill the ball mainly. I watched this one guy named Ed Maisonette back in the day, and he was just serve and shoot. Same thing with Satie, serve and shoot. Volleys was not as much as it is now. Now it's like big balls, serve and shoot was before too. Now it's a very big different game. It's very different. The balance is different, and the serve is a big factor in small ball. Now big ball not a really big serve, like as of late, but before it was.
And if big ball, how does it go?
Big ball is a little bit more, I want to say, whoever's on that day is winning. You know, if you have a hot serve and your serve is on that day, but a lot of players don't have big serves, so it's not like before. It's a lot different. The game changed a lot.
And what's your next tournament?
The next tournament for me is the U.S. Open singles. I haven't played singles in about, I want to say, 7 years, but, you know, I want to get into that 10K. I see a lot of people talking about money. There's no money in handball, but you have 10K on the table. Where's the entry fees? Where's everybody not signing up? Like, you know, like, get in there. It's 10K. It could be anybody's day. Like, you got to understand that. The ball's round, anything can happen.
Let's talk more about money then. How do we bring more money into the game?
The money? What do you mean?
How do we bring more money into the game?
Yeah, the more money makes people play more. Because, you know, like, it's more to win, you know? Like, to me, it wasn't about the money. At first, it was CPQ. I want to, like, give them a little history lesson. Before, it was CPQ with the big money, the 25,000s, the 10,000s, and everybody used to fly to Miami for that. Everybody. Now you have a tournament like the Buddha that was a staple in our community, and they would give out 4,000 for first, and everybody would come and show up. But now these guys, Team Impact, who's doing a great job by throwing 10K out of their own pockets, because the entry fees doesn't cover that. You gotta do the math. And then you have only 100 entries. You should have 300-400 entries. You should have everybody from across the country coming to play. You got guys from other parts of Europe coming to play this tournament. It should be 400 entries. I just say minimum.
How much is it?
10,000 for first place.
The entry fee?
The entry fee, I think, is $60. You have a $60 fee, and then you make 10K. All you need is a good day, man. It's like, it could be anybody's day. Any tournament, you see David Velez did good at the King of the Courts. Everybody said counted him out. He did good. Nas, not a singles player by choice, but he started playing singles. Look at what he did. At the Nationals, he upset people. You got to understand that it could be anybody's day. The game is open right now. It was not like before that rookie dominated. Now the game, Timbo dominated. Taiwan's dominance is still there, but, you know, anybody on any given day could shine. So I just say encourage people to sign up.
What advice do you have for young aspiring players?
The younger players now, I feel they should not run to social media. They should not run. If you get beat, don't run to social media and cry about it. Just learn from the lesson and come back stronger. That's what we used to do. We used to get rookie used to demolish us. We used to lose to Buddha. We used to lose to Snooker, Lefty Henry, all these big names I'm naming. Used to bully us on the court. And we wouldn't go and cry about it. We'd just come the next day and come stronger. The next time, try to beat them. That was the goal. I didn't look for sympathy on Facebook. Oh, this guy beat me, so tomorrow No, we just come and do it the next time. Let's get it on. That's how we play. It's a street game. There's no time for sympathy in this. You're amongst men. We're lions. You're looking like a little kitty cat, you know, going on Facebook and crying. That's kitty cat stuff. Just man up, just get it going. And then let's keep this sport that's so big in New York. We should get this going everywhere else.
How did Rookie dominate it for so long?
Oh, Rookie was a specimen. He was different. His game was, I want to say, 20% talent, 20% mouth, and like 60% heart. That guy was just a beast. He was just incredible to watch. He had gamesmanship, he had sportsmanship. He had it all, man. He had everything going, and he had a lot of drive and heart. He was just a beast, man. You can't compare nobody to that game now. That game, just, it's only him. He brought that to the table. So as him leaving the foundation for us, we just got to continue the legacy, just keep going and trying to build from there. But a lot of players are just scared. I don't understand. They just don't want to live up to that name, that hype. They just want to compete and that's it. Make money. Nah, it's not. It's more than money. It's glory, Nobody's going to remember the money you spent. They're going to remember the tournaments you won, the glory that you attained in the game. You spend so much time playing this game in New York of your life. Why not have your name somewhere, a milestone, like somewhere posted? And that's what I feel. A lot of people think otherwise, but that's their opinion.
What skills you have? What makes you a special player? What is your...
What makes me special?
Yes.
I know how to pick my partners. I could compliment anybody because I play the right side mainly. I didn't start off that way, but you got to understand you can't do what you want throughout the later years because, injuries and age. And you got to understand, if you could compliment somebody, then let's do it. That's how I feel. I'm just there to win. And if you can help me win, I'm all for it. I bring to the table a lot of patience because you deal with a lot of players that want to be superstars. And I don't want to be the superstar. I'm the help. And if we could win together, then let's do it. That's how I feel.
Which partners you had the most?
I've had a lot of partners. I played with a lot of players. The most success I want to say is with Timbo, obviously, because Timbo and he brought a lot to the doubles game. A lot of positioning, a lot of shot selections that a lot of people don't have, and a lot of patience as well. A lot of people think that he's just all bang, bang. The kid has a brain. The kid's smart. And I give him a lot of respect for that. A lot of players out there are good too. I'm not going to say they're not, but they don't have what he had,
How did Timbo dominate the 3 and 4 wall?
And 3 and 4 wall, again, he picked his partners as well. He picked partners that he knew he could win with, and he was the help on those teams. You get what I'm saying? Like Shorty, he played with in 4 wall. Shorty is an awesome player, California. Now he lives in Arizona. He's an awesome player. I play with him as well. We've won. He's won with Timbo, and he's just a winner as well. And it's just something you can't teach. It's like DNA. It's like they already have it in them. And then 3 wall, he played with a lot of good players that wanted to win as well, and he helped him achieve that. That's why Timbo is probably one of the best overall players I've ever seen throughout my years of playing. He's one of the top dogs.
I have many questions, man.
Ask away.
Tell us a story. It's a funny story. Anything that stayed with you throughout the years from handball.
A good story, because in handball you meet a lot of good people, you meet a lot of good bad people, and you got to know who's who. But a good story, I want to say Rookie. Rookie had a good story with him naming me Smallville. He named me out of nowhere. I opened my shirt up, I had a Superman shirt, and that's how I got my name. But it was funny because I didn't, at first, I'm just Alan with glasses. I'm just the nerd. I'm showing up to the park, and he's like, nah. You have something. And then when I took my shirt off and I opened, I had a Superman. He named me Superman, basically, Smallville. And that name stuck with me. So that's one of the funniest moments and probably one of the best moments that Rookie and me ever shared. And I want to always shout him out. Rookie's always going to be the best. Always going to be the best. Nobody compares to him.
Who else was your teacher? Who else?
Coming up, so when I was coming up, I was in high school playing handball, and then I met this guy named Mike Watson. He was like coach us, basically. So he took me to parks. I used to play Newtown Field. He took me to 78th Street Park in Elmhurst, and then Broadway Park. And those parks, I met this cocky, tall guy. I didn't like him. I didn't know his name. I didn't care for him too much. He was a cocky guy. Then one day he comes up to me, he goes, yo, play with me, kid. All right, let's play. Turns out that this guy's a world champion now, national champion. This guy's awesome. This guy's name's Herman Mendez. And he basically took me under his wing, and he took me to park, and he told me I had something too that, not too many people see in you, but you're gonna be good, kid. And I took that and I molded some of that game from him. Then I guess 5 years later, he went on vacation for a couple of years, and I met Pee Wee, and Pee Wee took me under the wing. And Pee Wee dominated the ABs. We lost in a few, we won a few, and we played a lot together. So Pee Wee's one of them, like a mentor to me, I want to say. And so I want to say Mike Watson, Herman Mendez, and Pee Wee Castro. Those are my 3. Tony Roberts as well, I want to shout him out, Dave Rojas. All these guys helped me out throughout my years of playing, so I can't leave them out. And when I moved to the Bronx, Got a little bit of help from Snuka, from Oscar the Cobb. You know, Colleen helped out a lot, and we're here now.
Who is your biggest rival now?
My biggest rival now,
Or throughout the
Father
years?
Time. He's the biggest rival, Father Time, because you can't do what you used to do, you know, and you're competing against yourself most of the time. It's not like you don't want to perform, you just can't do it at that pace. But the kids that are coming up, I see Edwin. Edwin's really good, and he's a tough competition for me. I want to say Dan Petrie's another one. He's young. He's coming up. He's a young gunner. You got a lot. Nazir's another one. He's coming up. These guys are tough, man. It's a lot of guys coming up that are tough, and they're younger than you, and it's like it's setting in now. It's setting in like, it's hurting, you know.
What is the youngest player that you have feeling that might be the future rookie or
Nobody's gonna be rookie. Everybody's their own man. So, but I see Nazir. He can open up and become his own person if he starts winning. He's at a young age. He's what, 21, 20. And the guy's making the finals of the King of the Courts. That's not easy. And he made the finals of the Nationals this past weekend, which is also not easy. It's not an easy task. And he's not even a singles player. So that just showed you that the talent is there. Edwin's another one. Edwin in doubles, he's gonna dominate. Edwin's gonna be the guy, but he just needs the right partner. And if Taiwan stays healthy, which he does, he takes care of his body. He's gonna stay a factor in the game for a little bit. I think he's like 33 years old, so he got another 5 to 7 years left. Taiwan.
how about Tavo?
Davo is a great player. I think he's a great singles player. A lot of defense in doubles, but singles, he's one of the top 5 probably at the moment. It's really good.
Who is the top 5 now?
In the singles right now, gotta go with Taiwan. Davo, always a staple in there. Timbo, even though Timbo's out of shape and a little sloppy, the guy, he has the mental over them and he knows what he's doing on the court. Kadeem could be, he's doing all right. He came back, but I'm gonna put him there just because of the last performance. And the 5th spot's open. It could be anybody's spot. It could be Lowe's, it could be Nas, it could be anybody. It could be anybody at this point.
How do you balance life, handball, work, family?
Oh well, it's not easy because when you're doing good in the sport, something else suffers. Like you're doing good in here, your work suffers, or your marital status suffers. Like because you can't really do everything at once. So balancing everything. Remember, you have a kid, you have family, you have people get sick. It's not. This keeps you. If you come here, this keeps you sane. And I try to tell everybody, if you have something wrong with you, you have a bad day, leave that over there. You come on the court, forget about everything, And it's like everything else, like just try to just be at peace, I leave everything out and I come to the courts and I just relax. That's what I'm here for. Balancing everything it's hard.
Anything else would you like to add to the interview?
Just want everybody to sign up, US Open, 10K. Get your money's worth. It's a good show. It's a good time. I mean, if you want to get professional and you want to think this is the place to do it, this is the spot to do it. US Open, July 8th and 9th. Let's get it done. That's about it.
Good luck in the future, man.
Thank you.
Thank you very
You too.
much.